Alli Bianchini, welcome to Balance with Bailey.
Thank you for having me. I'm so excited.
Of course. I've been waiting for this all week, honestly, because we met, what, was that last week, 2 weeks ago?
Yeah. Oh my goodness. Almost 2 weeks ago.
Yeah, almost 2 weeks ago. You were here in Idaho. We got to chat a little bit, but not enough. I love your vibe. We just click, so I can't wait to chat today.
Excited. I know. I've been looking forward to it. I feel like I was just there. I already miss you guys.
I know. I'm already waiting for you to come back. For the listeners who are new to your work, new to you, give a little spiel about yourself.
All right. Let's just get into it. Hi, guys. I'm Alli, and I am a Pilates instructor and personal trainer, also a Hero Board Pilates legacy trainer as of a few months ago. And I have my own online program, the AB Method AB program that I'm also running. So just a ton of stuff going on, lots of good stuff, but I just want to spread the word, and I'm excited to jump on here today.
Yeah, of course. So you are now doing fitness full time. Has that always been your goal, what you've done, or have you kind of dabbled in other things until we got to this point?
No, I recently quit my day job. Oh my goodness. I think it's been 2 months. I had a full-time day job for 8 years at the same company. Great job. And then this kind of just happened. I kind of started as like a side job doing Pilates. And then it kind of just kept growing and growing and growing to the point where I was like, okay, I'm either going to get fired or I'm going to have to quit.
For real.
Yeah, well, that's real. Also, I just really found my passion and really wanted to like give it everything I had. So yeah, 2 months strong,
Woo!
No day job, just full fitness. Yeah.
I love that. So I know you're from Michigan. Did you go to school out there? What was your job before? Like, was it something you were passionate about going into it?
Yeah. So actually, I've always been in fitness. So growing up, I played ice hockey, and then I actually moved to Boston when I was around 17, and I started playing hockey in college for UMass Boston. So I moved out to Boston, played hockey all throughout college. So I was always really involved in fitness, and it was kind of just like the main thing of my life for a very long time. But once COVID had hit Boston and just like the world and everything like that, I had moved back after college. And that's when I was working a day job. And they were like, just go home, work from home. So I started working from home, ended up moving back to Michigan. And then a few years after that is when I started finding my love for Pilates, and then just went back to strength training after hockey and stuff like that. Because I feel like as a college athlete, it's really hard to stop when you're doing something every day. And I was just like struggling to find something that was like suiting my body. I felt like I couldn't find anything that was really matching what I wanted to do. And I was doing a lot of HIIT workouts, wasn't seeing results. And then when I started doing Pilates is when it was like, okay, this makes sense.
It's a super common transition, kind of going from playing sports, being really into fitness, and then afterwards, like, you either grow out of the sport, you're done playing your sport in college, and then you're like, okay, how am I going to work out? What am I going to do?
Right. I think it's such a hard transition, like when you're an athlete your whole life and you played the sport and your body's so used to working out so vigorously through your whole, childhood, like teenage, young adult life, then you just stop playing it, just cold turkey. You just like, you're not part of a team anymore. That's also really mentally like hard as well. And then you stop working out. I feel like your body just goes into shock, like mentally and physically. And I not gained a lot of weight, but I was just had like extra, like just weight on me that like, it was just like uncomfortable. I didn't feel like my best. That's when I discovered Pilates also helped with my hips so much from being a hockey player. I was like, wow, I'm feeling great doing this. And that's when I started being really involved in that.
Yeah, going from like your body basically being part of your job or something like that, and then cutting it out completely. I think growing up playing sports too, it's like when you get back into fitness, it's like, okay, am I lifting by myself? But then you're used to like a team dynamic, and then you're not pushed as hard because there's no real end goal. I think that's why I fell in love with Pilates too, is like you're in a room full of people. It's hard work, but there's still that aspect of like, we're pushing through together, like the music's bumping, like it kind of gives that adrenaline rush almost of like 100%. Playing sports, but not quite.
It's like, and it's hard, like the team aspect as well. Like you're part of your team your whole life. You spend so much time with these people, and then you just go into the world and you're like, it's just you. So it's so nice to be part of like also the community aspect of like the Pilates and just like the fitness industry in general. Like there's so much that goes into the community, and you just feel like you're part of something bigger than yourself. That's like honestly my favorite part of the whole thing was like I found a team again,
Yeah, kind of going through those life changes and like shifting your schedules. Like now that you're not working a day job, how do you structure your day to day? Does every day look different? Like what are rituals you have that you do every single day versus things that vary depending on what your schedule is?
Yeah, that's a really hard part. I think It's really hard. I'm honestly still getting like I'm still learning as I go. I still feel like I'm still new to this part
Hmm.
because some days, I'll wake up and then I have like a scheduled day. But then I have like a day where like I've like this is my creativity day. This is the day I'm doing social media. This is the day I'm working on content scheduling. That day's hard for me because I'm like I don't have a time schedule, a routine. So
Hmm.
it's like you got to get up, you got to work, you don't have a choice. It's all on you. No one's making you do anything. You don't have a job to clock into. It's just like you get up and you do what you can.
I love calling it a creativity day. I'm totally going to start doing that
Yes,
because I
that's
feel
what I
like
thought.
it just sets that mindset of like, okay, I have things I need to do, but I need to be creative. It's a fun day. Like in my mind, it's a fun day to yourself, but taking it into that for social media, like, how did you fall into that and like starting posting things? Has it been like a slow growth journey or did you just start randomly out with a bang? Like, how did you gain
No,
that part?
so my goodness, I feel like this is honestly I'm learning still
Hmm.
every aspect still. I feel like I'm still, every day waking up and learning something new, but I didn't really heavily involve myself into social media until probably like I want to say like 6 months ago. I was very small and I just started posting my Pilates classes and then I just started posting constantly every single day about the workouts, what I believed in, what I was doing. I try to post at least twice.
Yeah.
Like I spam my story. My story is just wild but like I try to post at least twice a week, whether it's like a day in the life or some type of talking video, some like, where people are interacting, to see like kind of what I'm doing and what's going on. I feel like that makes a huge difference when you're trying to grow on social media. I would say consider myself still small, but definitely growing.
Yeah. No, you're killing it.
So thank you. I appreciate it. Yeah, we're trying to grow. We're trying to make AB, a big thing. And it's also really good because social media, there's just like, obviously like you touch your community being in like working at a local studio, working at a gym, but social media allows me to reach a whole other audience for my online program because anyone can join from anywhere.
Hmm.
So that's been really nice to have that as well.
So, what is the AB method? Give me
Mm.
all of the little details about it. I want to know everything, why you created your own fitness method versus
Yes.
going with something that's already done because there's so many programs and different things out there. What kind of sparked that creativity?
So when I was doing Pilates, I was just doing Pilates and I think I was burnt out from strength training from hockey for so long.
Hmm.
I just wasn't really lifting. Like maybe every couple weeks I just go to the gym, maybe lift, but there was no structure to my lifting for a good amount of time. And I was just doing Pilates and I was not seeing the results that I wanted. And then I started lifting consistently and I fell back in love with lifting, but I also saw insane results from splitting Pilates and lifting together. So I was like, wow, this is really working for me. Like, I just lost a ton of weight. I cut. I'm the most confident and happiest I've ever been with my body. So, what if I can make this a thing? Also, like, I was pairing a lot of like strength training movements with Pilates. So, for example, the AB method is formed around a heavy load of a strength training movement with a Pilates movement. So, for example, you'll do a deadlift and the last reps are very difficult, but then you'll hit it with like a kickback or a donkey kick, some type of bridge work where you're still working those inner muscles, but you're getting those big muscles as well. And it's the best burn. I can't even explain it. And it literally, and I can confidently say my clients are seeing results. Like it cuts you up.
Hmm.
So that's where I was like, I got to create this. Like I want to like do something different and I want to like brand it and I want it to help as many people as I can.
I love that. And being able to find the balance between, because I feel like in my own fitness journey, the struggle is like, now that I am coaching Pilates, I'm doing Pilates all the time and I
Yeah.
haven't been strength training as much. I haven't been boxing as much because that's kind of my alternative. But
Yeah.
being able to find a balance of doing both because that's truly when you feel the strongest. And it just
Yes.
works different muscles, it's doing different things. So I love
100%.
that you bring that Pilates inspired movement into strength training.
Yeah, it's really, and I think the girls love it too because you still can keep that feminine, structure and look with being however like whatever results someone's looking for, but you can modify it towards their results. um but I just truly believe in strength training. I think it's the best thing you can do for yourself. Injury prevention, back pain as a woman, strength training through pregnancy is like one of the best things you can do. And then pairing it with Pilates and getting that lean core burn and that lengthening workout, I think it's just secret sauce.
Yeah. What's one of the like biggest struggles you've had with starting your own method and kind of creating something on your own that you weren't expecting?
Yeah, I think I in your head, I think anyone who wants to do something, you like think about it for so long before you do it, and you just got to do it. Like one day I just was like, F it. I'm quitting my job. I'm launching this on social media. If no one shows up, if no one signs up, I don't care. I'm just going to keep going until it works because I just knew it was working for me. And I had a few friends I was kind of training on the side and it was working for them. And I'm like, this can work for so many women. And it's somehow it's going to get around. Like somehow it's going to be big. Like let's just keep pushing it and pushing it and pushing it. Fail, fail, fail until, at least one person like signs up. And yeah, that was just like kind of my goal was like, let's just see what happens.
And that's so true. Is like once you like take a second and you're like, you know what, I'm just gonna do this full force, whatever. Like if one person listens, if one person signs up, you just have to start doing it. And then you're like, oh wait, it's so much not easier because it is hard. It is a journey. You're always learning.
Yeah.
But once you start doing something that you're meant to do and that you're passionate about, it's gonna take off. Even if it's
Yeah.
in a different way than you expect. But
100%.
still you're gonna like be able to build that community, which I think is so important.
Yes.
I
100%. It's all surrounded by community. Like, and then once I was able to like AB started just online. And now that I'm training AB in person for the local clients that I have, the community within AB and just the girls hanging out, the girls and guys, we have a few guys. It's just amazing. Like it literally makes me tear up sometimes. Like they'll go get coffee after a session and I have to stay because I have another session coming in. But I'm like, guys, like I want to go get
wait, I
coffee.
wanna
Like
go.
they're all hanging out. Yeah. I'm like, this is so fun.
Yeah, no, I love that. So where does Hero Board come into all of this for you? Because for the
Yes.
people who don't know, will you explain a little bit about what Hero Board is and then how that is a part of your program?
Yes. I would describe Hero Board as an amazing, amazing workout tool. It is a board. If you guys don't know what it is, it's a board that has 4 wheels and it is structured. I would love to say Hero Board is like reformer on the mat.
Mm-hmm.
I love reformer. I do not teach reformer because I am now involved with Hero Board. So I do not teach reformer anymore because I personally enjoy and feel a better burn on the board. But I've always been a mat girly. Like I've always been a mat sculpt. Like I love the body weight aspect of the mat. So when you add the Hero Board to the mat, I just think it's amazing. So Hero Board Pilates is new. We hired 5, or Hero Board Pilates hired, I think there's 5 or 6 now,
Yeah.
really.
Mm-hmm.
Legacy trainers, and we're all learning the method that was born at Culture, where you're teaching and all that. So like we said earlier, I was able to fly out to Idaho, learn the method, and I look at Hero Board as just like a tool that like can be used, and it honestly is so great for AB because I can use the Hero Board Pilates in the method. Oh, we're gonna run a Hero Board Pilates class with AB, just like reformer on the mat, just add it to the Pilates flows, and it's a great burn. It's honestly amazing. It's been also such great exposure, and I've met so many amazing people like being in this little team. So
Yeah, it truly has been like life changing because when I started at Culture, I just started at the gym as an ambassador doing social media and stuff like that. And I started doing these classes and I was like, I'm literally gonna throw up. Like that's how I felt after every class.
So
And then eventually going into it, falling in love with it, becoming an instructor and coaching at Culture, it's so crazy just to see how many things you can do with it too. Like I feel like I have a very like sculpt mat Pilates background, but then getting to see how you use it in strength training ways and like with heavy weights, it's so amazing what you can do with it versus just like I feel like you can be kind of limited on a reformer, or if you're thinking like just weights, it's so nice to be able to have that, but it's still the body weight. There's no springs. Like it's yourself, your tension moving the board. And then of course adding balance into it just makes everything 10 times harder.
That's what it is, right? There's no spring, so it's all this time under tension. You're working those like small stabilizer muscles, and you're just like, it's the best burn. Like, there's nothing pulling you back in. If you go out too far, you're done. Like, you have to use your body weight. It's just amazing. And yeah, adding it to strength training has been awesome for AB too. We do lunges with it all the time, inner thigh workouts. It's honestly been like, well, with AB, I'm pairing Pilates with the heavy lifting. So throwing a Hero Board in there for a set or two is like one of the best things we can do.
And it's crazy how just well it's been doing and how big it's gotten, because at first it was we just had these random things called Hero Boards at the gym and we're incorporating them into our classes, and then talking with Donnie, getting to meet everyone, like everyone across, like we have girlies in San Diego, Northern Idaho, you out in Michigan, like it's everywhere now. I saw it in the Aloe gym. Someone posted like a
Yeah.
TikTok or something in the Aloe gym, and I was like, okay, Aloe, they're
Yes.
opening one here, and we like anytime we get any
They're
store
opening an
here.
Aloe gym?
Yeah, no, an Aloe, just a
Oh,
store.
I was
But
like,
anytime
whoa.
I wish anytime we get any store here in Idaho, we're ecstatic because we
Yeah.
have one mall. So I was like,
Yep.
in the back of my mind, I'm like manifesting. I'm like, hey, Aloe, when you open your store, you already know Hero
Yes.
Board, like
Oh my
sign me
God.
up.
No, yeah, that's gonna be a huge opportunity. It's growing so fast. I feel like even when I first started a few months ago filming with Donnie and just getting involved and just learning about it, I mean, in the last 2 months, it's like it's just exponential. Like it's just like flying. Like you guys are doing so well, and like I honestly learned so much coming to Idaho. Like you guys and the method you created at Culture, unreal. Like it is one of the best burns I've had. Like that class by Nina, nah.
Yes.
I struggled.
No, I always struggle. And like especially with Nina because she's our legacy trainer. She is the one who
Yep.
started this at Culture. Like she is the core
Yes.
coach for it. Any class I go to of hers, I struggle. She's also pregnant right now and she still kicks my ass. I'm like
I was looking at her because as an instructor, you hop in here and there, but like this girl's popping and she's doing the whole workout. I'm like, okay, I gotta finish this rep because this is embarrassing.
In her cutie sets, walking back and forth, I'm like, I just want to look like Nina.
Yeah, so good. It was so good. I know I already missed it. I'm like, I literally texted Tina. I'm like, when am I coming back?
Yeah, it's and everything that they have planned and in store for growing it. I am so excited. It is so much fun. I love getting to be a part of it, all of the different shoots and things like that. Kind of where it crosses over into like the social media part of it. I absolutely love.
Yeah, for sure. It's honest. It's like I said, it's been such good exposure and just like so good meeting all of you guys. I never thought I would be flying to Idaho for some work, but here we are.
I feel like you have such great energy and you're so confident. How do you find that confidence when you're putting your ideas out publicly? When you're joining things like the AB method, Hero Board, you're coming out with these new ideas that people don't quite trust yet or really know. Yeah. Where do you find that confidence and how do you kind of get over that barrier?
I think it's so important to first believe in what you're putting out there. Like I can wholeheartedly say I would give everything to AB and I live AB. Like I do the method myself. I follow my own programming. I wake up and I do it every single day. And I think that's something so important when you're showing something on social media, especially in today's day and age. It's so easy to get caught up in like sponsorships or like, will you promote this? And I think people can really see through that if you're promoting something that you don't truly believe in. So I think that's where the confidence comes from, where I'm like, I would lay my heart down for AB. And I believe in Hero Board. I believe in the method and the great workout it is. So I think that's where it comes off like really confident because I'm like, I know it works, and I don't think anyone's going to tell me differently.
Yeah. You're like, if you don't think so, try it and get back to me on that.
No, for real.
What kind of community do you hope that you build throughout AB? What are your dreams and goals for the method? Like if you could wave a magic wand and anything you say could come true, what would it be?
Oh my goodness. I mean, I want to keep growing it. I want to make it a huge, huge brand. I still consider it pretty small, but we have such an amazing community that's so tight knit. I want to keep traveling. I want to keep helping as many people as I can. And then just keep on growing. And then I definitely want to keep it online. I think I get a lot of questions that are like, would you, open a gym or would you, run AB in person? And I love running AB in person, but I definitely want to keep it primarily online because that's how I'm going to reach a bigger audience. I do want to stay in person for the local community that I do have growing here in local Detroit, like Metro Detroit area. But I think, the online stuff, I think that's where the world is going. And I think that's how I'm going to reach a bigger, population of people.
Yeah.
But I'd love to travel and like do events. Like that'd be like amazing if I could travel all over and like spread the word and help people and just kind of get the word of, the method out there that way. Would be amazing.
Yeah, and I absolutely love events. That's something that I love doing. And like for my birthday, we did a Hero Board event and different things that I absolutely love getting people, having an online community, getting people in person. What are some of your like favorite fitness events you've done? Why were they your favorite?
Yeah, I love the hero board events. Like it's so funny because when I first started, we did hero board events. And it was before I got hired as a legacy trainer. So I was just kind of like winging it. Like now I know so much about the hero board and just I have way more education about it. But like the hero board events have always been so fun. People respond so well to the hero board events. It's a great workout. It's fun. It's kind of mobile, so you can fit a lot of people in one space rather than having, like I mean, you could do like a big, warehouse and you could get 100 hero boards if you really wanted. Like there, you only need a certain amount of space to get a good workout in. And I think that's one of the best things about it. But yeah, I love my hero board events. We have them kind of frequently, actually. I have one coming up on Sunday. We try to do them on Sundays, try to do bi-weekly, and we get a coffee shop or like some type of like small business in, and it brings the community together. It's really fun.
I love that. When you're programming your event classes, like, do you have a setup? Is there like certain moves you always use when you're going into it and you're like, okay, I have this big event. There's people who have never seen a hero board before or tried my method versus people that come almost every day or use your method every day. So, how do you program an event for that kind of wide demographic?
I feel like for the events, I stick to, I'm so big on the basics. Like even my strength training programming and AB programming, like it is sticking to the basics. Like we are not doing twists and turns. Like we are squatting, we are lunging, we are doing what works. And I try to program all my events that way. So like for the hero board, I love lunges, runner's lunge. I love layering though. So like you're going to do a runner's lunge. You might do some pulses. You might do, a scooter in the middle, like just layering on, but always keeping it basic because that's what works. And especially if there's new people, because there's always new people that come in, and they don't want to feel discouraged. You want them to come back. So keeping it basic like that, you're gonna get a good burn. You're also gonna allow everyone to get a good workout in and not be frustrated with the workout. So I always try to keep it very simple and basic.
Yeah, I totally agree. I love that. I love starting out and then having a little sequence as it kind of gets
Yes.
spicy and give people the option to be able
Yeah.
to take the challenge or not take the challenge. But
100%. And like as an instructor, you can read the room. Like you can
mhm.
probably see this as well. Like you can see kind of what's going on if people are like enjoying it or struggling. And you're like, oh, these people are crushing it. We're adding on. Like we'll keep going.
Yeah, yeah. So it's been 2 months now since you quit your day job. What has like surprised you the most about yourself taking this journey, like taking the leap of I'm fully invested in this? How have you surprised yourself?
Honestly, I'm surprised how early I'm getting up every day. I really thought I was gonna sleep in more. I swear. I was like, oh, I'm not getting up. Like I have to be so much more, disciplined. I'm getting up. I feel like when you're doing something you love, you wake up and you're like, I get to wake up and do what I love every day. I'm like excited to wake up and like get to work. Like it's kind of sounds crazy, but like when I was working at my day job, obviously was so grateful for that. It was such a good learning experience. But like I was waking up and I was like, oh, I have to log in. I have to do this and that. I get up and I'm like, I can't wait to see my girls. I can't wait to get up. I can't wait to go to the gym. And I think that's like so important in
Yeah.
in like anything you're doing. I would like scream it from the like top of any hill. Like if you feel pulled to go in a different direction, it's so scary. Like it took me a long time to finally just like take the leap of faith. But if you truly believe what you're doing and you truly like have confidence in what you're doing, you'll be successful because you won't take no for an answer.
Yeah, I completely agree. I was working full-time night shift as a nurse. So I was
Mm-hmm.
working from 7 p.m. to 7 a.m., sleeping all day. My days off, I would not wake up early at all. And like this morning I coached at 6, so I was up at 5:15. I'm like, get my coffee, put my cute little set on. I'm like, if you would have told me 6 months ago that I was doing this, I would think you're actually crazy because I just switched from that in October. So it really hasn't been that long either.
That's
With
crazy. But you're still working the 3 jobs, right?
Yeah, so I nurse only 2 days a week. I part-time and it's not 12-hour shifts anymore. And then I
Okay.
have balanced and everything else in Pilates, but I love having multiple things and
Yeah.
different areas to keep busy, of course. I
Yeah.
don't stop ever, but
Yep.
even
No,
just
I feel
making
it.
that change a couple months ago, like I notice so many things about myself, like waking up early when I'm loving it, or like
Yeah.
coaching and staying 45 minutes after my class because I'm talking to everyone. Like it's little
Yeah.
things like that that I was like, I never would have even thought about that until I'm in this position now.
100%. It's kind of crazy because like I was like, oh my goodness, I'm going to have more time when I quit my day job. Like right now, I'm working this huge day job and I'm also working everything I'm still doing now, but I'm busier than I was before because you just like, there's so much you can do. And like you said, there's so many different avenues. Like you're doing the balance, then you have you have, you're instructing, you're teaching, but it all comes back to one place to you.
Yeah. And I think that's a
So,
really big misconception people have is like people who work maybe a more traditional job 9 to 5 that
mhm,
they're so much busier because they have to clock in, they have to log on, like they're there for
yeah,
that set amount of hours every
mhm,
week doing what they're doing. But honestly, I think sometimes with working non-traditional jobs different hours, I'm busier than those people sometimes, or like it's just as crazy because I could always be doing something. There's always something I could be editing. I could always be
yeah,
posting something, programming a class. Like there's so many things and options that you have. It's not just like, oh, I don't want to work a traditional job, so I'm going to do this so I work less. If
yeah,
anything, you
you
grind.
work.
Like the hustle's real and so
The hustle.
underestimated.
Yes, it's not glamorous work. Like I feel like so many people are like, "Oh my gosh, you just love like, being a fitness like instructor. Do you love working for yourself?" I'm like, yeah. I mean, I love it. Like, I love it. I'm so happy, but it is so, like, I will say it is so much more work than I think anyone thinks. Like, even I did not think it was going to be so much work. Even like you said, the little editing and stuff, like I'm doing all my own social media and stuff
Mhm.
like that. Editing takes a long time, and I give these people credit. It is not easy.
Yeah, yeah, not at all. And then of course I feel like it's so much easier to overthink because I do all of my socials too. And then I
Yeah.
start to overthink it and then I'm like, what am I doing? I'm like, I can't
Yeah.
even go down this rabbit hole. I already stared at this 10-second clip for 5 minutes. Like I gotta move on.
Yeah, I'm like, "What did I just say?
Yeah.
Why did I say that?" And I'm like, or I'll listen to my voice in a video, and I'm like, "I want to erase that right now. I sound crazy." But then I'm like, "No, it's real.
Yeah.
Post it. Don't even care."
Exactly. It's never gonna be perfect. I feel like that's the hardest
No.
part is like there's gonna be mess ups, it's gonna be bad, but it's just gonna
Yeah.
get better over time and like you just gotta throw it up. Like
Yeah.
see what
Like,
sticks.
I look at my first videos from like even 3 months ago, and I'm like, "Oh, that was not that great." But I'm gonna think that every 3 months. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So you just have to push. It doesn't even matter. Sometimes I don't even edit. I'm like, okay, this is just a video. I'm just throwing it out there because it's real, and I think that's what resonates with people. So I don't even care anymore. I'm
No,
like, if I said
100%.
something weird, it's just going.
Yeah. No, exactly. I feel like when you are so focused and so deep in your work and it's something you're so passionate about, how do you not get burnt out? Or if you do get burnt out, how do you reset? Because honestly, it's inevitable, especially when we're as busy as we are. What are things
Mhm.
that you do?
This is such a good topic and something I really want to speak about because I think overtraining, especially when you're an instructor and you're on your own schedule, it is so easy to overtrain the body. And there's such bad side effects from it. And yes, I have done it and gotten burnt out. What I do is right now, you have to, I think this is, I'm kind of diving in here, but
No, go
you
for it.
have to find a balance of training your clients and then also sticking to your own workout schedule and your own recovery. So I really prioritize. So I have that creativity day.
Mhm.
I prioritize my creativity day and I also make that a recovery day, whether that's going to sauna, rolling out, ice bath, reading, relaxing the mind, because you actually can't be as creative as you want to be if you're nonstop. Your brain actually enters this like creativity level when you are kind of not at rest, but like you're letting your brain think. And when you're nonstop constantly, you're just going. You don't have time for, to grow, to be creative.
Mhm.
So I think that's so important. And even though I want to book my day nonstop on that day because I want to see people or I want to, keep going, I discipline myself and I'm like, no, today's creativity day. It sounds crazy, but like that's what it's for.
Yeah.
And I think that's so important. And then also like giving your body grace and listening to your body. I think as a fitness instructor, also if you're really, present on social media and people are seeing you all the time, you want to keep up a certain image and stuff. And you would think in your head, I can't miss a workout today. Yes, you can miss a workout. You can take that rest day, and it is so important to take that rest day.
Yeah.
So I think that's what I would tell people. Give yourself that day, rest, listen to your body. Don't overdo it because, if you're optimizing your time in the gym, you can be strength training 3 times a week and see the same results.
Yeah. No, I love that. And honestly, moving forward, I will be starting a creativity day. I will be blocking
Woo!
out on my calendar because I have my 2 nurse days and I'm adding a creativity day right in
Yes.
there because I feel that it's so easy just to continue to push yourself, or like then you're like, oh, it's my day off, but then I'm getting coffee with someone and then meeting up with someone for dinner and doing a million things, and that's not
Yeah.
recharging you either. You genuinely have to rest and let yourself rest too, because I feel
Yes.
like sometimes when I rest I get guilty that I'm resting, even though I know
100%.
that it's a good thing. It's
Yep.
easy to be like, oh, I have a million things to be doing that I should be doing, but I'm resting, so then it's not
Mhm.
a good recovery anyways because I'm stressed. So
100%.
that's definitely a balance I'm learning.
Yes, like it's so that's honestly the hardest part is like stopping, letting yourself rest, letting yourself enjoy that day. Because I feel like when you are working as much, as we are and like trying to grow something, you don't want to stop because you're like, if I stop, like, whatever. But like it's so important to give yourself that day. And I think, it's benefited me a ton, especially social media wise. Giving myself that day to make content for the whole week, planning out content has been so beneficial for me instead of just like winging it every week, sitting down for an hour in that recovery day, even if I'm in the sauna, jotting down ideas. This is what I'm going to film this week, and then holding yourself accountable to those plans.
Mm-hmm. Having that like set routine that you do to make it a little bit more like consistent every week.
Yes. Yeah. And then you just learn every week. Like I said, I'm still learning. Like even this week, like I've been traveling for a while, and I think also it's really hard to travel and just like keep up with a good routine because you're like in a hotel, or like the hotel doesn't have a gym, or like you're just not feeling as motivated. You're eating out more. I think people get kind of thrown off by that. Remembering that that's okay, and then just making little tweaks or having little tips and tricks while you're traveling really helps.
Yeah, you kind of mentioned eating out, and like nutrition is huge.
Mhm.
And I think it
Yes.
can be such a sensitive topic for a lot of people, especially when you're working out all the time. You're surrounded by very fit people. For your like own personal nutrition, do you just focus on protein? Do you follow a certain diet, or are you just kind of like fueling your body?
When I started looking at food as fuel and not like, a punishment or like something like that, that's when I started like seeing results, counting my macros. So that's when I started, yeah, definitely counting my macros, having a macro split, very high priority on hitting protein every day, at least 1 gram of body fat per protein. So, for example, if you're 130 pounds, you want to be eating at least 130 pounds, 130
That would be crazy.
130 grams of protein a day, even more if you really want to build that lean muscle, maintain it. But it's a hard split. Nutrition is so hard because everyone is so different, responds so differently to different foods. So I try not to get too much into that. I help where I can and I give advice and like tips and recipes and tricks, but I'm not a like clinical dietitian or a nutritionist. So I just kind of like pretty much like obviously say that out loud and let people know that I'm not,
Mm-hmm.
giving this from a clinical perspective, but I would do help where I can and like share what worked for me, just making sure that everyone knows, not everyone's going to get the same results from that because nutrition is just a monster and is honestly the hardest part, I would say, of any type of fitness journey.
I completely agree. And I feel like I've been working on eating a lot more protein lately and just like having a healthier mindset around it. But
Hmm.
because if you're not meeting those protein goals, you're not going to see the results that you want to see.
That's it. Like I always tell my girls, I'm like, you can work out all day and you can show up. And that's the easy part. The hard part's in the kitchen. It really is. Like if you want to be, so much body weight percentage, fat percentage, but you're eating too much, you're not gonna lose weight. You have to be in a calorie deficit, and it's just what it is.
Do you have like supplements that you take every day? I know I just started taking creatine pretty consistently and I've
Yeah.
noticed such a difference. So I'm like, if you
Yes.
have any other
Creatine.
supplements, let me know.
Oh my goodness, creatine is huge. So I recommend creatine to everyone every day, regardless if you're lifting, whatever. There's so many benefits from creatine. I take 5 grams a day regardless, and I've been taking it for probably like a year now. I've never seen results like I've seen.
hmm
I will say I take like natural vitamins, like a multivitamin, things like that. But creatine is the only, I would say, supplement that I'm taking regularly, other than obviously protein powder. But I don't take like greens or like non-bloating,
hmm
non-inflammatory things. Like I just stick to like the basics pretty much.
Yeah, I feel like creatine has made such a difference. I'm like joking that I get BBL allegations now because I'm like, before, naturally, I am so thin, like just my genetics. I
Yeah,
don't have muscle. I really have to work to put on muscle and to
yeah.
not look like a popsicle stick. And since I started taking creatine, I'm like, I
Somebody become a
actually see
little lucky
muscle.
bitch. No, it's true though. It's true. It's hard. It's hard to gain muscle, and there's so much that goes into it. But yeah, the biggest part I would say in the kitchen, creatine is that I could not. I would scream that from the hill as well. Creatine, 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 so good. Also, like, have you noticed you have like more energy, less brain fog?
Yes.
Yes.
And my hair has grown so fast. So
Dude,
random.
I know. I need to get a damn haircut. I was looking at this and I'm like, this is like past the camera.
Yeah. No, has grown so much. And just like little things where it's like, especially for women too, like on a nursey level, women are so deficient and need that extra boost versus
Yep.
men who don't. Are just the way our hormones work, our bodies, like everyone should be taking creatine, even if you don't work out at all or whatever your goals are. It's so important.
So important. It is. I like that is the number one thing I can recommend. Creatine, creatine, creatine. Honestly, it doesn't even taste like anything. Just throw it in like even water. Throw it in water, whatever. And you can get like like different types of creatine. I take the powder one, but I know everyone likes like the Pro Mix. I know there's like a ton of different ones out there, but
Yeah, I always mix it with my electrolytes, and then I'm like, I didn't even. You don't taste it. It's literally nothing.
I will say, like, disclaimer, you do feel very bloated
Mm-hmm.
for those first 2 weeks, 3 weeks taking it. Chug water, take it with carbs, push through that bloat. On the other side is a rainbow.
On the other side is big muscles.
Yeah, on the other side is abs.
Looking
Go past the bloat.
Abs and ass. That's all that matters.
Abs and ass. Get over the bloat and just push through.
Oh, I love that. For someone who's a little bit more intimidated or shy getting into fitness, feeling like they don't want to show up to the gym because they don't know anything or are really timid to show up to that fitness class, what advice would you give them?
Sign up, 3, 2, 1, pay for it. Make a promise to yourself, keep it. Because I always tell my clients, I'm like, also it is humbling though. I took a boxing class at Culture and I've never done that before. And I'm like, it's so good to put yourself in shoes where you feel like, you're not in your comfort zone, step out of your comfort zone. No one is thinking about what you look like. Everyone is just thinking about themselves and the workout they're getting and probably how much pain they're in from the workout. They're thinking about the burn. They're thinking about staying alive. They're thinking about their breath. They're not thinking about you. So just like go, have fun, smile. You're going to have fun. If you find a movement you love, be so confident in that,
Yeah.
Show up, put your cute set on, smile, make a friend. Just do it.
No, totally. And I think it's also important, like as instructors or when you're coaching any type of fitness, to try different modalities and try different things and kind of put yourself in those shoes. I went to an influencer event here at a reformer studio. I haven't been on a reformer in years, and I was sitting outside kind of nervous to go in. And I was like, for how much I work out every week and like Pilates is my thing, I was nervous. And I was like, it kind of reminds me that sometimes people are nervous to show up to my class. And like it gives you that feeling of like, wait, no, it's okay to try new things and it's going to be hard, it's going to be scary. And if I put myself in situations like that, it'll make it easier for people to come to my classes and do the same.
100%. It's humbling. It's a humbling experience. Like I was nervous to do the boxing and then I'm doing the boxing and it's like she shouts numbers. I'm like, I have early onset dementia because I literally couldn't remember what she was saying. She's like, no, like 3, 2, 1. I'm like, oh my goodness. It's so hard, but like I was laughing the whole time. I had such a good workout. I want to go back.
Yeah.
Put yourself in those uncomfortable positions. And I just think like it makes you a better person and it makes you a better instructor.
Being able to do different things in fitness, in life, putting yourself in those uncomfortable situations is so hard. But once you start to do it, like I kind of crave the chaos now. Like I was such a creature of habit, even 6 months, a year ago, like I wouldn't defer from my plans or what I was doing or put myself in those situations on purpose. And then I started doing that and now I love it. Showing up to classes alone too can be scary, but you meet so many fun people. And if you're showing up to that class, whoever's at that class, you already have something in common.
100%.
You showed up.
You got to think there's another girl that is feeling the same way. Show up for that girl, like support each other. Like, and honestly, like, yeah, I mean, it's just I could say most studios, are very opening and welcoming. You're going to feel okay once you get there.
Yeah. And if you have a bad experience or a bad workout, try again. Join AB. Join AB. Try a different instructor. An AB. Do it online. Find your friends. Get it together.
Yeah.
Exactly. So,
Yes.
cute workout sets, you always have cute sets. Where are we getting them? Because one thing about me, if I'm working out, I'm wearing a set, I'm using it as an excuse to buy new workout clothes, and I need some new spots.
I'm diehard CSB. I think I no joke have everything that they posted on their website. It's honestly getting bad. Also love Viore. Love Viore. So soft, such good quality. Those are my two faves right now. I'm also just an Amazon girly. If I'm like feeling crazy and I'm like, oh, that's cute, I'll try it. I found like really good sets on there. But yeah, no, definitely CSB. CSB is my fave.
I agree. Like getting the nice, again, because we're in the gym all the time, you're always wearing it. I love a little athleisure look. So it's like those basics, I want good quality. And then if it's something kind of funky or different, I'm like, okay, Amazon, here I come. Because I don't know if I'm going to like it yet.
100%. Because like you're not going to spend $90 on a pair of like crazy leggings if you're like, I'm going to wear them once or something. But it is like, that's like our uniform. Like I'm wearing at least 2 sets a day because the first one's trashed by noon because of heated bodies. So like I'm changing to go to the gym because no one wants to be around that.
Yeah. And I feel like the trends in the gym are always so different. And I'm absolutely loving like the athleisure, like kind of bringing in that sporty vibe to it because I feel like, again, it's like healing something of being an athlete and then going from having uniforms and like the jerseys to like bringing that into the gym. I'm loving how it's kind of moving in that direction a little bit. And I will
100%.
be going full force with that because I love an outfit. Like I'm not showing up if I'm not looking my best.
Yes.
There's
Feel good, look good. I truly believe that. Feel good, look good. If you're feeling good, you're feeling cute, you're going to have a better workout.
100%. Like looking back to before coaching, before doing anything, if you could go back and tell yourself some advice, what would it be?
I would say if you have an idea and you believe in it, do it. Do not wait. Like I think I thought about quitting my job for months. I was like, I don't know, fitness is really, it's a hard industry. Social media is a hard industry. It's saturated. There's so much going on. If you truly, truly believe in it and that is your passion, go for it right away. Do not wait. Because like you'll figure it out. You really will.
I absolutely love that.
Just jump in head first. Do not wait. Believe in yourself. Surround yourself with the best people. I think that's the best thing you can do. And just go for it. You're always going to figure it out at the end of the day.
Yeah. Yep. I absolutely love that. And is there anything you're currently promoting or that you want to share with us today?
Goodness. Well, of course, the AV program. Please sign up online. Try it out. I have free videos on my website so you can try out the workouts before you sign up if you want to give it a little test run. Also, the Hero Board Pilates, the app is live with some film from just classes I filmed recently. But yeah, that's it. AV baby.
AV baby. That's so fun. So exciting. I'll definitely link it all in the show notes, your social media, the AB method and everything so that everyone can get connected and be a part of the Balance community.
Yes.
Thank you so much for chatting. I literally, again, was so excited for this. I think everyone's going to absolutely love everything that you had to share.
Yay, I'm excited. Yeah, and if anyone has any questions, just DM me, email me, and we'll just go from there.
Perfect. Well, thank you guys. Thank you for listening, and I'll see you next Wednesday. Bye.